I'm here to talk about success. You know, I was born in 1947 in Austria after the Second World War. So I was very fortunate.
What if I told you that some of the biggest stars in the world once struggled to afford a meal, lived out of their cars, or faced countless rejections?
That I stumbled onto my vision, but that was their vision, not mine. My vision was totally different. I felt that I was born for something special, for something unique, for something big.
Before the fame, fortune, and flashing lights, their lives were filled with hardship and uncertainty. Imagine being told you'll never make it, only to later prove the world wrong. Today, we uncover the untold struggles of famous celebrities before they became stars. Their journeys will shock, inspire, and change how you see success. From homeless to Hollywood. Imagine Jim Carrey, a young boy forced to live in a van after his family lost everything. Nights were cold and dreams seemed far away. But that didn't stop him. He wrote himself a check for $10 million, believing one day he'd cash it, and he did. Or Halle Berry, who once slept in a homeless shelter in New York City, struggling to survive before landing her breakthrough role. Even Chris Pratt, before starring in Guardians of the Galaxy, lived in a beat-up van in Hawaii, working as a waiter. He was broke, but he never stopped believing. These stars weren't born into luxury. They fought, struggled, and refused to give up. Their stories prove one thing. Success isn't about where you start, but how you keep going. If they can turn rock bottom into stardom, what's stopping you? From rejection to stardom. Before becoming the highest paid actor in Hollywood, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had only $7 in his pocket. After being cut from his football team, he hit rock bottom, but instead of giving up, he built himself into a legend. Oprah Winfrey was once told she was unfit for television and fired from her first job. Today, she's one of the most influential media moguls in the world. Even J.K. Rowling, the mind behind Harry Potter, was rejected by 12 publishers before finally getting her big break. She was a struggling single mother, battling depression, yet she never stopped writing. These stars prove that rejection isn't the end. It's just the beginning of something greater. What if your biggest failure is actually the setup for your greatest success? Struggling to survive. Before winning an Oscar, Leonardo DiCaprio grew up in a dangerous neighborhood filled with crime and drug abuse. His family struggled financially, but he dreamed of escaping, and he did. Sylvester Stallone was so broke that he had to sell his dog for $50 just to buy food. But after writing Rocky, he refused to sell his script unless he played the lead role. When the film finally got made, he bought his dog back for $3,000. Even Jennifer Lopez faced tough times before her first big break. She slept on a couch in a dance studio, determined to make it as a performer. These celebrities saw their lowest points but never stopped fighting. Their darkest days became the fuel for their success. Would you have the same courage to keep going? Before the millions. Before becoming a global superstar, Brad Pitt dressed as a chicken for a restaurant to make ends meet. He handed out flyers in a clucking suit, dreaming of his big break. Whoopi Goldberg worked as a mortuary beautician, applying makeup to the deceased before making it in Hollywood. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. Meghan Markle, long before becoming royalty, was a calligrapher, writing wedding invitations for extra cash while auditioning for roles. Even Hugh Jackman worked as a party clown, earning just $50 per gig, struggling to land acting jobs. These stars did whatever it took to survive. If they could push through odd jobs and rejections to reach the top, what's stopping you? Hollywood's harshest rejections. Before becoming a legend, Meryl Streep was told she was too ugly for Hollywood. A director rejected her outright, but she refused to listen and went on to win 3 Oscars and earn 21 nominations. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no good ideas. Today, Disney is a billion-dollar empire. Even the Beatles were rejected by a record label, being told, "Guitar music is on the way out." Imagine if they had quit. And Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he practiced harder and proved everyone wrong. Rejection didn't stop them, it fueled them. How many people quit just before their big break? Will you be one of them? From rock bottom to red carpet. At 23 years old, Robert Downey Jr. was a rising star. But addiction nearly destroyed his career. He was arrested multiple times and was even sent to jail in 1999. Hollywood had written him off, but he refused to stay down. After years of struggle, he fought his way back, landing the role of Iron Man in 2008, a role that made him one of the highest-paid actors in the world. Drew Barrymore became famous as a child but fell into substance abuse by age 13. She entered rehab at 14, declared bankrupt at 15, and was nearly forgotten by Hollywood. But she rebuilt her career, eventually becoming a successful actress, producer, and entrepreneur. Even Keanu Reeves faced unimaginable loss. His best friend died, his daughter was stillborn, and his wife passed away. Yet, despite the pain, he remained kind, humble, and resilient, eventually becoming one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood. These stories prove that failure isn't the end, it's just a chapter. If they could rise from rock bottom, so can you. Before the fame. Before winning Grammys, Ed Sheeran was a homeless musician, sleeping on park benches and subway trains in London. He played small gigs, hoping someone would notice his talent. Shakira was rejected from her school choir because her teacher said she sounded like a goat. Today, she's one of the best-selling Latin artists of all time. Charlize Theron witnessed her mother shoot and kill her abusive father in self-defense. Despite this traumatic past, she pushed forward and became an Oscar-winning actress. Even Stephen King, the master of horror, had his first novel, Carrie, rejected 30 times before it was published. He almost gave up, but his wife encouraged him to try again. These struggles were once hidden behind closed doors, but they shaped some of the greatest talents in the world. How many dreams are abandoned too soon because of hardship? The secret battles of celebrities that will leave you speechless. Before becoming a Grammy-winning rapper, Eminem lived in poverty, working as a dishwasher for $5.50 an hour while struggling to support his daughter. He faced constant rejection, but he never stopped rapping. Lady Gaga was bullied relentlessly in school, called ugly and weird. She was even dropped by her record label before her first album. Now, she's one of the biggest pop stars in the world. Keanu Reeves faced unimaginable tragedy. He lost his best friend River Phoenix, his daughter was stillborn, and his wife died in a car accident. Yet, he remains one of Hollywood's most humble and kind-hearted stars. Oprah Winfrey was a victim of childhood abuse and extreme poverty, but she rose to become the first black female billionaire. These celebrities faced battles most people never knew about, but they never let their past define their future. What's stopping you from pushing forward? The untold struggles of famous celebrities before they became stars. Success isn't always glamorous. Behind the flashing lights, red carpets, and millions of fans are stories of pain, rejection, and relentless perseverance. Jim Carrey lived in a van, Halle Berry slept in a shelter, and Sylvester Stallone was so broke he sold his dog. Yet, they never stopped chasing their dreams. Rejection, Meryl Streep, Michael Jordan, and the Beatles were all told they weren't good enough. But instead of quitting, they worked harder. Robert Downey Jr., Drew Barrymore, and Keanu Reeves hit rock bottom, but they didn't let failure define them. What if they had given up? What if they had listened to the critics, the doubters, and the failures? The world would have never seen their greatness, and the same goes for you. Your struggles don't define you. Your response to them does. The road to success isn't easy, but it's worth it. So, what's stopping you from writing your own success story? If these stars could rise from nothing, so can you. The road to fame is rarely as glamorous as it seems. Behind every success story lies a trail of struggles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. The celebrities we admire today once faced the same battles, proving that resilience, determination, and unwavering belief in their dreams are what truly set them apart. So next time you see a star on the red carpet, remember the untold story of the hard work and sacrifice that led them to shine. Their journey is a testament to the power of perseverance.